Hello everyone, this is another movie commentary, specifically from a 2007 movie, Beowulf, directed and produced by Robert Zemeckis, well, produced by also a bunch of other people.
I've heard of that name
This is
before.
one of these movies that are tied to his gimmick of using mocap to make a CGI animated movie. He started with Polar Express, then did this, then did Christmas Carol.
He did Polar Express, eh?
Yeah,
Yes.
Dweebs told me that the genre also encompasses a thing called Mars Needs Moms, but
Yes.
I haven't touched it
yes,
yet.
it does. It sadly does.
It's a genre by this point, but for some reason Peter Jackson and Steven Spielberg are still trying to keep it alive with the Tintin films.
Okay. To be
Right.
fair, it's a gimmick that can work. I thought it did work with The Christmas Carol.
The cast is not completely stellar. 2 or 3 important faces like Anthony Hopkins or Angelina Jolie, but most of these people don't recognize that much.
I recognize Ray Winston.
The music is done by Alan Silvestri.
Oh, obviously.
Of course. All
Anyway,
right, then.
We're watching the director's cut, which, from what I've seen, the major difference it does is gore here and there. So hide your children.
Yes, basically the version that Robert Zemeckis always intended, and because the movie company, for the sake of getting more people in the theater, they wanted to scale down the violence by cutting scenes altogether, by censoring gore and stuff like that. For the sake of securing, I think it was a PG-13 rating or something like that.
Yeah, I was about to
Thanks,
say.
America.
Hey! Don't blame us. Europe can be just as much a prude in that case.
Point is, there are differences.
Yes, this is the version that Zemeckis wanted, with all the violence and all the scenes accounted for, rated R.
In case you're wondering, watch the version that is being distributed internationally, so start before the Warner Brothers logo. Unless the American version apparently instead has the Paramount logo. Alright then. 3, 2, 1, click.
You know, it's a funny
thing. That's one thing I never understood. What was all these different, like, it's rare we have different movie studios, big ones.
I will never understand as well, Libs, so you're not alone on that.
Hey, you know, Tio, it's funny you bring up America supposedly being behind the rings, because here's the deal. With America, it's not so much violence, but it's innuendos and inappropriate scenes. Yeah, whereas with Europe, it's because of violence. Like, let us not forget that Europe was A-okay with that skimpy outfit for the young girl in Xenoblade Chronicles X. No, it was only because of violence. Xenoblade Chronicles X with the...
Xenoblade... honestly, believes that game was not aiming for children to begin with. Sorry, Jova, but that's a topic for another day. In case you don't know, Beowulf is a legendary hero from Norse or Celtic folklore. Think of him like that version of Hercules. And essentially, this movie tells a that version of one of his stories.
Let me guess.
Immediately, the uncanny valley is noticeable.
Let me guess. Wait, hold on. Is this animated or live action?
No,
it's CGI mocap.
CGI mocap.
It's a bit hard to tell, though. I mean, it looks practically live action, so...
This is not Square Enix, but
yep.
It's that bad.
Yep, it's CGI.
I mean, it's clear that it's CGI, not actual live action, but... Oh, yes, that's Anthony Hopkins, by the way.
It's like I said...
It's kind of sad, though, that big motion picture movie studios are being outdone by a video game company.
Honestly, this doesn't look too bad. I mean, because I'll be quite honest. I mean, I dare say it actually looks good. I mean, I'll admit for the first few seconds, I thought it might be live action.
Not just that, but like, I agree that it could be worse, but I can tell because I can like the moment like there's always something weird with the faces to me in these kinds of movies. But anyway, it's not even just that. Don't forget what South Park movie taught us. Horrific violence is okay as long as people don't say any naughty word.
Yeah.
Basically how America works.
Anyway, this is the palace of King Hrothgar, the current king of Denmark. And they're actually celebrating because, back in the day, festivities and such like that for royalty.
So is this supposed to be the land of the gods, or is this supposed to be the land of Vikings?
No, it's Denmark, Jova. You don't know what Denmark is?
I know what Denmark is. I was just wondering, since you said this is Norse mythology.
Well, it's based on Norse mythology, but it's not set in like Valhalla or one of those realms. Beowulf is, as I mentioned, heroes like Hercules, so someone who actually roams the earth, defeating monsters, saving kingdoms, and all that jazz. But we're not focusing on him right now. Right now, this scene serves to introduce the main problem that's gonna attract Beowulf to this little place.
So, just a bit of context, audience. See, when we started this quadrilogy of movies, Dweebs kind of died, so we thought that it didn't mean he existed, and it sort of explained why he was losing his memories. But then it turned out that he didn't die, he just got scared out of his body, like his father, who had to wear a bunny suit for a week, so we had to get him back to his body.
We almost actually saw Anthony Hopkins' penis. Think about that.
Don't you mean Anthony Hopkins' CGI penis?
Robert, when Michael Bay won't stoop to that level, you kind of
go for everyone.
Okay. Look, I get that people of this day and age maybe were a bit more risque, but this feels like it's just being a bit, hey, we can totally be nude and dirty, and it's artsy.
There's also another thing, Jova. Norse mythology was a bit hardcore in that regard. There's a lot of weird sex fetishes here and there.
Oh, I get that.
One of the co-writers was Neil Gaiman, aka the
creator of Sandman, yeah.
And the guy who wrote the English script for what was that Ghibli film? Princess Mononoke. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I mean, don't get me wrong, too. I mean, I get how Norse mythology was hardcore and everything. I'm just thinking, maybe there's... Okay, look. I get that, it can be a thing, but it feels like they kind of wasted a bit of time focusing on that.
If anything, Jova, the only thing that bugs me a bit is that this particular sequence on its own drags a bit too long. Cutting it in half, say 2 minutes instead of 4 would have been fine.
Yeah. That's my point.
Are they even chanting fuck?
No, ballads. Hrothgar is the name of the king.
What's weird? I'd have thought that, this would happen in a more Gaelic nation or something.
Not Denmark.
Denmark was part of the territories that the Vikings roamed during that day, so...
Oh, so that's why something was rotten in Denmark.
However, for some reason, the festivities of the village echoes through the entire land for miles and miles over.
Jeez, are they partying that loud?
Well, it's the equivalent of those kids that push the volume of the parties.
We're not even 6 minutes in and already the film does something silly.
Do tell.
Apparently, party can be heard from like a billion miles away.
Well, that's the thing, Dweebs. If you had very sensible ears, you would do that. Like the character we're about to meet. Because those things echoes and it's incredibly buzzing.
Oh, he's clawing his head.
Pricks, I'm trying to sleep.
That's necessary.
Actually, it is, because this character is actually very famous when it comes to the myths of Beowulf. Because that, as you shall establish, that creature is very sensible to the sound. So, those people, Jova, that when you're partying too hard, knocks at your door and says that you should need to stop.
Oh boy, this is not.
The more you whack him, the more it's gonna spill. Sir.
May I have another?
The more you whack him, the more you're gonna spill out of the cup.
So weird. I've never heard Beowulf.
No.
Weird. I don't recall Beowulf ever being...
The duck!
Okay. Weird.
I always
thought that Thor was more the Hercules of Norse mythology.
Thor, no, Joe, because Thor has had his share of adventure, but he's technically a god. Beowulf is more like a human that has been blessed by the gods and everything, so it's more similar to Hercules that way.
I guess in Thor's case,
let me guess. He's gonna kill everyone in there.
Well, let's see, Dweebs.
You disturbed my sleep. Now you're going to die.
Weird. Haven't they been doing this, like, every other day or something?
Actually, no. This is one of the rare occasions that they do it. Despite being royalty, remember, Denmark is a hush place, so we need to keep their provisions, jump scare in what?
3, 2, 1.
No.
Huh. Maybe this
There we
movie isn't
go.
gonna... There we go.
You were just off, Dweebs.
I was off by like a second or two.
The fuck is that?
The Scream?
Of course, flashing horror lights to make it seem scarier.
Uwe Boll did that, by the way. Robert
Wow.
Zemeckis, the director of
There
Back
you
to the
go.
Future, is imitating Uwe Boll.
Also, there you go. He doesn't tolerate high-pitched sound, and that's making him crazy. Yeah, just kill him.
Hang on, weren't you drunk a second ago?
Well, Dweebs, a tense situation can make even drunk people, snap. Adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I agree, Bob, but the flashing can be quite annoying.
I'm glad I don't have epilepsy, I'll just say that.
I can barely even
I
see
feel-
what's going on.
I feel like I'm at a rave or something.
Oh god, so basically...
Or in an Uwe Boll movie.
So basically telling me Robert Zemeckis has lowered himself to Uwe Boll standards. That's sad, actually.
Ow. So, what's the plot exactly?
Well, this creature is terrorizing the place, so they need a hero. Obviously.
I need a hero.
So these people need a hero to save them from the creature that they kind of disturbed themselves.
Yes, so let's just say, Trevor, that this is your first hint that nothing is what it seems.
This just sounds like having an excuse for Spartan war porn. I'm pretty sure. I'm willing to bet Zack Snyder's probably a big fan of this movie.
No idea.
So let me guess. Everyone but her is going to die.
Well, let's see.
There's also Anthony Hopkins.
Oops.
Oh no! The legs of my best friend!
Don't worry, there's your other friends over the house right
so
there.
refreshing, the taste.
Clever man.
Oops.
Peekaboo.
Okay, are you done? 1v1, me bitch.
Why is it even still flashing? Jesus.
Fight me IRL.
Nope.
That looks like wow, Gollum really let himself go, didn't he?
He grew taller though.
Yes.
Quite the growth spurt.
Now he's doing a zombie pose.
Don't look at it.
Okay, we get a movie. You can be gross.
Is this movie actually going to start telling a story, or like...
I mean, don't get
Or
me...
is the whole movie, or is it just Zemeckis and the writers showing off how gross they can be?
So, gruesome death. Gruesome death. Eh?
Bite me, Daddy-o? What did
Damn
you say?
you.
Damn you.
Ah, damn you, okay. Wait, what? The fuck is going...
And he
Okay.
just... And he's a chicken wuss.
Wow, that was anticlimactic. Like, what
Uh,
the fuck was that?
You know, look. I know that Polar Express had its issues, but Polar Express did tell a well thought out story for the most part. What's going on here? Seriously, I mean,
These people, it's simple, Joe. These people had a party, the monster got disturbed and killed most of the people
He
inside.
killed it because he wasn't invited.
No, Leaves, that's not that kind of movie.
I know it sounds
And
simple.
then he curses that one day Beowulf will touch the spinning wheel and he'll die.
In case you're wondering, this has a 71% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Really?
I'm guessing that this is one of those movies that people just got caught up in the hype for.
Well, hold on. Let's see. We're only still. To be fair, we're only still 12 minutes in. Maybe
the monster, in case you're wondering, is portrayed by Crispin Glover, and we're about to meet someone related to the monster.
Let me guess. Beowulf, like Hercules, who has a bastard brother.
Actually, no.
This guy's sister?
Maybe, or maybe not.
Well done. You've brought me a bunch of arms.
Well, I hear it's the new greatest game on the Switch.
Yeah. How many people bought that game again?
About 1 million, I hear. Yep, that's
What's this character's name?
You know, for a monster, he's really whiny and...
That's actually because he's more of a tragic hero than the vicious beast. This being is called Grendel. In case you don't know, the mythos is the most iconic beast that Beowulf has slaughtered in his journeys.
Wait, so he's supposed to be a tragic hero, you say?
More like a tragic monster. It is still a monster, but not a beast per se.
What's his deal?
Think of it more of a hybrid of a humanoid and a demon.
Ursula, is that you?
Ka from Jungle Book?
Oh yeah, that's right. Ka's a woman in the movie. Well, mate, I think Ka was originally female in the books anyway, so I guess it makes sense of that.
I read the book, but it was a long time ago. I don't remember. Okay.
Typical.
Oh, I think it's his mom, actually, played by,
Dweebs, if you want to read on Wikipedia, don't tell the others. Let me do it when times is proper.
I wasn't even reading the synopsis. I was reading the cast list.
Yeah, exactly my point.
Wow,
This is why Anthony Hopkins was cast as Odin.
Wow,
I guess. Mythology gag.
Well, that party was a bust. Now what?
Although it's funny seeing a Norwegian played by a Welsh guy.
Is it really?
More like a Danish. Remember, this is Denmark.
Oh, Denmark. Sorry. Well, don't Denmark and Norway share something?
Same
Sort of, but
peninsula?
remember, no, Jova. The bare peninsula of Europe is composed by Norway, Sweden, and Finland. Denmark is another small peninsula in the central northern part of Europe. And there you go, that's our hero, played by Ray Winston. You seem to know more about him, Dweebs, so can you tell me what has he done?
Ray Winston's more an actor, more famous around here in the UK. You mostly get Ray Winston to play gangster-type characters.
Huh.
Well, maybe he'll do good.
Oh, it was in Sweeney Todd. In the
course.
TV movie Sweeney Todd, sorry.
Oh, the TV movie.
Oh, he was also in the 2004 King Arthur movie.
He's one of the he's one of those kind of London actors.
Oh, you mean the kind that we saw all the way in a Snatch?
But anyway, Beowulf here commands a band of essentially warriors, and that's
Odysseus.
sorry. It's a mixture when it comes to characterization of Odysseus or Jason, the one from the Argonauts. The classic idea of mythology of the brave hero and smart hero that roams around, has adventures everywhere, killed monsters, saves places, all that jazz. It's a classic imagery from old folklore.
Let me guess, most of his mates are gonna die in this venture.
Well, we'll have to see, Jova.
Is Beowulf like Danish for lone wolf?
Don't remember specifically. Hold on, I'm gonna get. Blah blah blah. The meaning. Oh, there you go. The name Beowulf literally means in Old English bee wolf or bee hunter, and it is a keening for bear.
Right.
Bear wolf or bear hunter? Huh.
My name is Beowulf. I'm definitely Danish, don't you see?
You
You can
sound
tell by
more
my
like
accent.
you sound more like you came right out of Liverpool.
London, Jova. Don't get them confused. We here in the UK are very sensitive about our accents.
Ah.
Also, his second in command is played by Brendan Gleeson, which is, I remember him more. He was in essentially Alastor Moody from Harry Potter movie.
You look more like Sean Bean.
Oh yes, Brendan Gleeson. He was also in Assassin's Creed.
Yes.
You look more like Sean Bean to me.
I guess Brendan Gleeson was working out that day.
I guess.
Maybe.
For him to look like Sean Bean of all folk. But hey, at least he hopefully won't die like Sean Bean normally does.
Okay, thanks.
Obviously, you haven't heard of the Beowulf, sir, unless this is before he got famous, and this is like that.
No, this is no. I actually drove a no because now, right? I think right now he's gonna do his introduction to the king, which involves telling some of his epic tales.
Ah, yeah.
Besides, I can't die yet. I need to live to get to Indiana Jones 4.
You were in that?
Yeah, he played a guy named Mac in that film.
Forget. When did this film come out?
2007.
Oh, okay.
Crystal
So that
Skull
was
was
before
2008.
Crystal Skull.
Yeah. He played the guy
Well,
who
of
kept
course
betraying everybody.
Well, of course his father is dead, because that seems to be the case of all heroes in almost every bout of mythology.
To be fair, Jova, when it comes to these cases, those were some of the very first examples, so I guess those are legit.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's where Disney got it from.
Or any people who ever wrote a fan fiction with an OC.
You know, if I ever do an OC, the first thing I'm going to do is subvert that. Not just for the sake of subverting.
Again, Jova, that's also the reason why I prefer Papa Nier as brother rather than Brother Nier, because it actually a direct subversion of that.
True. Well, this is a Norse mythology one, so I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of drinking.
Well, yeah, that's a good thinking, Jova, because, well, it's not shown immediately now, but Beowulf plan is essentially this: lure the monster with the thing that hates the most, drinking and partying, and then killing it on the spot.
So when you think about it, this monster's like the Grinch if he were a bloodthirsty murderer.
Kind of, when you think about
it. Noise! And now you've got me imagining Jim Carrey as the monster.
Jim Carrey is
whatever that was. Forgot to mention, I actually saw this movie in theater when it came out. Don't ask the circumstances. Don't remember the reason why I watched this in the movie in the cinema.
Well, the film wasn't exactly a major box office hit. So
considering this is a movie entirely about showing off mythology, yeah, it is up your alley.
Yeah, but Wibs is right. This movie barely made its original budget. 196 million compared to the 150 million.
That's actually a good segue.
From what I recall,
that's actually a good segue that I was about to say.
Go ahead.
I think the main problem with this movie so far to me is that
slow.
Well, not just that. It's also the fact that it's ticking off all the boxes for the mythology nerds like you. But in terms of actually telling a compelling story with said mythology, it's not doing a very good job. It's just kind of doing things.
My main issue is like, well, okay, we have this one plot about this monster who I'm pretty sure...
There's also the problem or the fact that what we're tackling, this particular subject, is relatively obscure, at least by this point. Unlike, well, when you think of Hercules, you think a lot of things, like the Sam Raimi TV series, the Disney movie, other several adaptations like Clash of it. Well, there's also some other minor stuff like mentioning Clash of the Titans, for example. But with Beowulf, no, it's a more of an obscure taste, and you really need to be into the Anglo-Saxon folklore where this came from.
Also, what was up with this?
That's exactly the problem.
For being a new introduction to the mass media, yeah, I can say that it's not doing a good job so far.
Not just
Yes,
that,
brother?
like,
What was up with the CGI motion capture on that woman's tongue?
She was mocking them because they were,
No.
talking about her tits.
No.
I was more distracted because,
Teo. I get that. What I'm talking about is like, oh, the tongue looked weird. Like CGI
Gee,
animation.
I wonder who the antagonistic figure is gonna be.
Anyway, one of the issues I have with this movie is the fact that, yeah, I guess we have a goal, but the story doesn't seem to be quite all there, if you catch my drift. Like, okay, let's be...
If anything, it should have been more of an anthology than anything. This tells two specific tales of Beowulf. How he kills Grendel and what happens immediately after.
Now, compare this to, say, The Rock's The Hercules movie. It's not the best movie, but one advantage it has is that a lot of people are a lot more familiar with, the original tale of Hercules. And to be fair, it was telling sort of its own different take on it. So you didn't necessarily need to be, a big mythology buff to get all that stuff. Because, they referenced the tales fine enough in that. And we got what the overall plot was, to help stop this, well, what we thought were the bad guys at the time. But, that's all you need to know. Here, though, I mean, come on. It's kind of obvious that monster that we're chasing after is probably just going to be a mook for a bigger bad anyway. So... we're just left wondering, okay, what's the real plot gonna be? Like, I think this was even a trend in this time of film animation. Like, it was obvious, oh yeah, nope, that's not gonna be the real challenge. That's just what they want us to think.
Not just that, Joe, but the characters, at least so far, all lack depth, and they're just the generic mythological characters speaking this Shakespearean high tone that makes you sound important, even though you're not actually saying even though you're not actually saying anything interesting.
Yeah, to sum it up best, this movie has weird priorities. Like, okay, we spent the first 4 minutes on essentially whining, dining, and orgies. Then we spent the next few minutes on the monster attacking, all hell breaking loose, and I guess some guy we're supposed to care for getting torn in half even though we don't know
Actually,
him.
no, it was just a random person.
I
Anthony
appreciate...
Hopkins fellas
Oh!
What the hell?
Did Roger
What the hell
Christian
kind of
suddenly
transition was that?
take over for a bit? Oh, whoa! Oh my god, guys! Guys, it finally happened! The movie is sinking just like in Battlefield Earth! Oh, we're referencing the tales, I guess.
Yeah, they were always essentially recollecting, telling to the others one of his heroic deeds.
Alright, might as well listen.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh no, it's mostly visual. Also, there was a video game out of this movie. Don't know.
We're going to interrupt this Beowulf story so we can tell this other Beowulf story from mythology. Enjoy!
Wow, hardcore.
Yeah, okay, Zemeckis, I appreciate you trying to make an animated film for adults specifically because there's a very distinct lack of them in Hollywood specifically. I appreciate that wish, but even just because it's for adults, even if it's an adult animated film, still has to have a plot.
Let me put it like this. Samurai Jack Season 5, for all its issues, is one of the quintessential examples of how you do something that becomes R-rated. Sure, you'll have more violent and maybe some swearing stuff, but there's a point to it for the most part. Here, I'm kind of getting desensitized already by all the blood and gore. Like, maybe that's supposed to be what they're doing, but you kind of lose the shock and awe when...
yeah,
you do this too much.
The action scenes aren't even all that impressive. I mean,
mermaid.
Actually, married. That's the name that we use, or Undine. I forgot which version of it is.
Okay.
Anyway, continue, Pedro. Don't worry.
The action choreography is very bland. Like there's little to no creativity in how the action is staged.
Well, was action ever really one of Robert Zemeckis' strongest points?
I'd argue that he didn't find enough in the Polar Express.
Wait, does that movie has action sequences?
Teo, there's a flipping roller coaster ride in it. Yes, that movie has action.
Okay.
I was surprised. I thought you'd seen that movie.
Actually, no, I didn't really want it to.
Oh, my friend, you're in for a treat when we eventually commentate on it. Anyway, and what are the other movies Zemeckis did?
The Back to the Future trilogy.
Huh. Okay, that wasn't CGI animated. What are his other CGI?
Oh, CGI. A Christmas Carol, 2009.
Oh, yeah.
There's also When You Frame Roger Rabbit.
Oh, wait. He was involved in Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah, Zemeckis directed Roger Rabbit.
Oh, wow. Maybe he's trying to recapture the magic of it with these CGI.
And beforehand, he did Romancing the Stone.
The interesting thing, Joe, is that for a while there was actually When You Frame Roger Rabbit 2 in the works, but then it got canceled.
Because wasn't it because Warner Brothers had a falling out with Disney or something?
I don't know.
His most recent film was one called The Walk, and then he did a short film called Doc Brown Saves the World.
My guess, Joe, is most likely that maybe Disney didn't like the pitch.
My guess is more so that, the other studios that were involved in the original had a falling out. And to think, it's hard to believe that Who Framed Roger Rabbit has so many cartoons, and yet there was still supposed to be even more than what we had. Like, the Popeye and Filmation studio animations were supposed to be in there. Also, is this Angelina Jolie's character?
Actually, no. She is played by, let me check, Robin Wright Penn.
Who?
Robin Wright.
This is starting to remind me of that.
Seemed to be a staple of Zemeckis since he was in Forrest Gump.
Plus, she was also in Wonder Woman.
This is starting to remind me of the Scarlet Pumpernickel Looney Tunes short. Basically, there's one of my favorite jokes in that short is the princess is in despair over her misfortune, and then it shows her crying in a room, and in the background there's another character playing an harp, and she looks positively bored, and she's playing the harp while the princess cries.
So, let me guess, Angelina Jolie plays the bad guy in this film, doesn't she?
Well, we'll have to see, Jova.
Alright.
4, take the... Oh, wait, sorry.
Yeah, that's kind of a sad thing. I kind of wish this were a 4 scenario.
Yeah, he kind of looks like Chris Hemsworth, so...
I mean, okay, look. I get it, Beowulf has never really had his time to shine as much as the likes of Thor and Hercules have, so... I guess I can see why they'd want to do it. I guess my only issue is that, wouldn't you want to maybe tell Beowulf's origin, considering how little people know of the guy?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, again, when it came to stuff like the Hercules movie, people knew enough about the tales of Hercules. So
I realize that a lot of people nowadays, for some reason, created this allergy to origin stories for some reason. But there's a good reason why we have so many of them. They're important.
And
there's also the problem when this story apparently was in the works ever since 1997.
Wow! Oh boy, we got one of those dream projects, don't we?
Neil Gaiman wanted to make this ever since May 1997, but the first is, and I'm quoting Wikipedia here again.
Well, these two are cannon fodder.
Sexual assault.
Cannon fodder. Come on, just kill him already. Just kill him already, come on. We know you're leading up to it by making him as unlikable as possible.
Thanks.
Huh. That
and
helps
we just
too.
got to something else. Okay, thank you. That scene had a lot to the story.
I guess that'll add to that guy's character.
Yeah, he's one of Beowulf's men.
Oh, right. Yeah, is he Beowulf's right-hand man?
No.
All right, yeah. It's...
There you go, that's the one on the left.
Oh, yeah, Brandon Gleeson. I mean, wow, Brandon Gleeson really does look a lot different than he normally does.
Of course, since he's based on Celtic Norse, we need to have traditional songs.
Let me guess. Beowulf has the hots for Old Man Hopkins' wife here.
Hmm.
And Old Old Man Hopkins is not gonna like this now when he finds out, even though it's kind of staring him right in the face.
Well,
Old Man
Joe,
Hopkins
this is
like...
not a sitcom.
Old Man Hopkins sounds like one of those one of them characters from them films you hear, from them films you see, where we have the teacher wants to spoil everyone's fun, and he goes like, "Old Man Hopkins."
Dun dun dun. Also, that guy looks like Peter Dinklage if he was 5'7".
Yes,
is this movie actually going to start?
We totally won't.
No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to kind of.
In love.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to kind of agree with Dwebs here. Like the
Yeah.
movie doesn't really seem to even be trying to even focus on just tell one thing. Like just keeps
Again.
alternating between things and doesn't seem to be connecting anything with anything. It just seems. You know what this feels like? It feels like a best of Beowulf. Like let's take our favorite pieces of Beowulf mythology. Just
Wait, hold on. That's enough to get the guy's attention now? A woman singing softly?
Yes, because it's particularly the king's wife, the queen, who triggers his ears.
Okay, Robert.
So wait,
Robert,
hold on. I thought the rules were
your
that
mouth away from me.
Also, wait, hold on. I thought the rules were that this guy was attracted by high-pitched sounds, not the sound of just this one woman.
Yes,
but she sounds kind of low high-pitched because she's a woman, so...
Yeah, but last time it was because, there was a whole loud party going on, not just this one woman singing softly. Like, again, look, had the movie explained this, I wouldn't be complaining.
Here's the thing. Now Beowulf knows that the beast is arriving, so he's now preparing to fight it. And in order to do so, he needs to be naked. Don't ask.
What?
Again, this is an animated film for adults, and we're gonna run with that gimmick.
Okay.
For as much as we can.
Okay, look. I get that you're trying to be true to Norse mythology, but it's maybe okay to adapt some things. Like, not everything has to be true to the letter, even when, with religion.
Actually, Jova, there are quite some differences with the original poem.
Wait, so let me guess, the original poem doesn't involve nudity?
Well, I don't remember. It's been so long. But there's an entire section
are,
of Wikipedia of it.
Guys, I do not want to see Ray Winston's dick, okay?
Don't worry, if I recall correctly, you're never gonna see it because they do Austin Powers kind of like censorship.
What is it with Norse movies I've been seeing lately?
Eyes, focus, lady. Come on.
Come on.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I almost fainted at the sight of those. It is feet. Oh, never mind. He wasn't even showing them.
Thank you. That I totally needed to see that.
Wait. Hold on. I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. He was still covered down below. Then what was she even staring at?
Probably the abs.
That's kind of a clumsy joke then. I mean, wouldn't it have been obvious to make it that he was naked when she was looking at that? Ugh.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Ray Winston's pornography.
Do we really
Why
need
is
this?
he posing?
It's like he's posing like he's a freaking playgirl.
Meditation.
Okay. Are these liberties they're just taking for the sake of making it more adult? I feel weird having to ask if this is actually more hardcore than the actual Norse mythology.
It's not even just that. Like I was trying to say, this movie doesn't even feel like they took okay, let's tell the origin story, or let's just tell a really good standalone story from the Beowulf stuff. Let's just create a best of where we just put in all the little things that we like and not bother to actually, tie everything together into a coherent whole.
The sad thing, Paige, is that if this were best of, I really have to think, really? This is what you think is the best of Beowulf? Comedy!
Well, then again, Jova. Well, the thing is, Jova, if it really is a best of...
Why are we doing this?
War chanting.
Again, why is he the only one who has to be naked? What, is he quiet and he somehow
He's gonna be the one who has to face Grendel first. The others will be either distractions or support.
I guess
Maybe.
Is there any particular reason why he has to be naked, though?
Agility.
No,
Agility,
maybe
right?
we can all try
Right.
singing. Maybe we can try singing Un Poco Loco. No?
I'm not sure how that will raise morale, but yeah.
You
It would
know,
fit. This is definitely pretty loco.
boy, you sure took your sweet time here getting your monster. Like, seriously, the last time he was attracted by noise, didn't he, like, get there in, like, a matter of minutes? Now he took all of his time just to get over there.
Wait. If you wanted to kill the monster, why did you barricade the door like that?
Proper preparation.
He's
Watch
dead.
out.
He's dead.
But you could have prepared by.
And there we go. Dead.
Here we go again.
Oh no! Wait, are we just going back to the? We're going around in circles here.
Do 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 do. Hey, weren't you guys supposed to be distractions? Like,
Anytime, Beowulf.
I'm sorry, wasn't the plan you were supposed to be distractions and Beowulf would be the one at the head? Like, that's the whole reason for him just lying down and being naked while you guys get slaughtered like that? Also, nice job trying to protect your kin, Beowulf. How many of them are dead now?
Yeah.
I lost count.
You're not very good at this, are you, dude?
Also, that bald guy, too. Why the heck did he go to open the door when, you know, you're waiting for the beast?
No, please, Beowulf, don't fight him now. Put on at least some pants first, please.
Dead,
Come on, dude.
dead.
Actually, no.
Oh my god, you're still alive. Now he's gonna kill him, isn't he?
Derp.
Excuse me. Now I'll kill you with your own sword. Oh.
Actually,
he
no.
didn't.
He doesn't need, remember.
No,
But Beowulf,
no. Oh,
Beowulf, you wanna stop him?
oh, there you go. He literally eats his head. There you go. Now he's dead.
Tasty.
I love how Beowulf.
Brains.
I love how Beowulf doesn't even flinch during all this. Like, you know, it's not like these guys are supposed to be, you know, his team, his crew, or anything.
Maybe he secretly hated them and is relishing watching them go. This whole thing was an elaborate plot just to get all his team killed.
Are we really gonna
Kept
fight him naked?
Hand to
1v1
hand.
me beat.
Even the monster's laughing at him.
We.
That was straight up Looney Tunes.
Well, BC's Warner Bros.
Oh my
Unfortunately,
Oh.
no.
And he's stabbing his.
crotch!
Actually, doesn't have one, but so that's the problem.
Oh no, Brandon Gleeson, don't die! Oh my god, I can feel his dangly thing on my back! Or that too.
This is the worst strip club I've ever been in.
There you go. This is how also he realizes that the beast is hypersensitive on that lobe.
Wait, so you're
Well,
telling me that all the people had to do is just scream loudly and that would tell him to back off?
Hang on, they were screaming loudly earlier and it didn't affect him.
Actually, no,
Oh,
because
never
that's
mind.
that will not obviously kill him, but that gives them an advantage.
But they were screaming loudly earlier when they were running towards him and
Ow.
he wasn't affected.
Oh, ow, ow. Oh, of course, he burst his eardrum.
Am I gonna get an explanation for that?
Hold
But
on.
it lives.
Like how everyone was screaming at him earlier when they were running at him and yet he wasn't affected.
Actually, no, because he was busy killing people.
But
Also,
He was trying to kill him earlier.
hold on. There's also the fact that there you go. Now that the lobe has been destroyed, the Granite uses one of his abilities and shrinks in order to escape.
shrinks. Oh god.
He's now human-sized.
So
Taste motif.
so what? He can shrink because he's naked.
Actually, no, not Beowulf. Grendel, remember?
I don't even.
Oh, he can shrink. Huh.
Yeah.
You know, the music is telling me that I'm supposed to feel incredibly excited, but I don't really.
I hate to
Give a
say it, but I
crap
felt
about
more
it.
excited when William Shatner fought that free-breasted cat lady. Like, you know, at least that was At least something was actually going on that I can understand. I
Mhm.
can't believe I'm saying this.
And it was short. It's just going on forever.
Yes,
Yeah.
keep slamming the door. That'll do something.
You're just now realizing this?
I am Batman. Oh wait.
It's all.
Now I got me imagining Ray Winston playing Batman.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
another-
That's one of the most iconic theme of the poem, which is also using other things like the Wolf Among Us. The fact that the Beowulf rips off one of Grendel's arms.
And now Grendel's probably gonna get away because you did that, idiot.
Aha!
Yeah, one of the big problems as well is that this movie is taking itself completely and utterly seriously, and as a result, comes across as more goofy than anything because
Yeah.
the characters are all, like I said, the characters are all talking in this altruistic, self-important tone, and it just makes everything sound more goofy than it is.
So, congratulations, the monster probably got away and will be back for vengeance.
Actually, Jova, that's gonna be another plot point for later.
But like I said,
Hey, Beowulf, now put on a shirt, please.
okay, seriously, Beowulf.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Why would you not just capture the monster? Why would you cut his arm off?
Actually, that's the thing.
Trophy? I don't know.
This is gonna lead him to his nest.
Oh,
Remember the place where he ran away before.
okay. Oh, let me guess, because he bleeds a trail.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that wasn't in the contract.
I need it air. Come over here.
You wouldn't deny that to Anthony Hopkins, would you?
Wait, hold on. Did he cheat on his gorgeous wife?
Maybe.
You idiot! You freaking idiot!
Hey, this looks like freaking Lord of the Rings now.
Wait, so Gollum
Yeah,
got...
so there's also the problem that Grendel did not look like this in most of the depictions of the poem.
Yeah.
Oh god, this bit looks really bad.
Yeah.
This is another problem with these kinds of movies. The CG, if you have really inconsistent quality in CGI, is really going to stick out.
Yeah.
Especially in this case when the whole movie is in CG.
Yeah. I see what you're just talking about. I mean, I go like, here, moments like this. The CGI looks so good that it could be live action. Yet during the action scenes, it looks more like Shrek. And Shrek is going for a different art style.
So Angelina,
It does sound like Angelina Jolie doing her Maleficent voice.
I don't even know what's happening here.
He's dying.
Well, of course. Oh, let me guess, his mother's gonna want vengeance.
Mm-hmm.
Weird, because she doesn't sound like she cares a lick.
Well, maybe vengeance comes in different shapes, Drova.
Well, I mean, maybe they could actually kind of convey it well. Oh.
We are
There you
gathered
go.
here today to
See,
witness-
Drova, he cares about the people who died.
We are gathered here today for
Huh.
the funeral of these
Weird. I'm pretty
these
sure.
guys.
I'm pretty sure more than just 4 people died in that action scene. But sure, why not?
Pedro dropped over, so I need your audio for this one.
Okay. Dwibs,
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm having a bit of trouble caring. What you think of something to
Those
care
glorious
about?
red shirts, Drova. How dare
I
you
can-
dismiss them?
I can do a speech for them if you want.
Please do.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today to honor the departed spirits of these guys.
Red
we,
shirt number 3, 4, and 6.
And the bald
We will-
guy who tried to rape a woman. He will dearly be
We
missed.
will mourn them forevermore.
Wow, really? Really?
Even though we can't remember their names.
I'm sorry, is the movie trying to fake us out by putting the triumphant music this early into the movie?
Actually, yeah, Jova, because remember, the movie is telling two tales, not just one.
And they shall be buried with the love and indifference of the general public.
Also, sorry, Dweebs, to counter
whoa,
that,
but... Whoa, ladies, keep your boobs in your shirts now.
Norse funerals were different, Dweebs, if you remember.
Weird, though. So, the two tales they're guessing. Okay, so was there actually a tale about Grendel's mother wanting vengeance on Beowulf?
We are actually no. That's yes, Jova. That's the immediate thing we're gonna segue into.
Huh. So wait, so in the original Norse mythology, those weren't just part of one tale collectively?
I don't know what you just said, Jova, because you were robo-ish, so let me just get the page of a proper poem so I can tell you.
Go on. What I meant to actually ask was, I assume that Grendel's mother would have, I assume that Grendel's mother trying to get revenge would have been in the same story.
Yeah, she's gonna have Jova. The problem is, as you notice, the movie is fucking slow.
Wow.
How long was the original cut?
Not by much, Dweebs. The director's cut only adds the gore in some scenes that were not present, but otherwise the length is like 1 minute of difference.
Oh, really? So what's Tyler Peter Dinklage they're thinking?
Back, Pedro?
Yes, I am.
Oh no, Pedro, Angelina Jolie is mourning. Oh my god, he's shrunken down big time. Like, he looks like a bobblehead.
Yeah,
don't you mean small time?
No, seriously though, why is he shrinking down this much to the point where he looks like a bobblehead version of Gollum?
Because of strengths and weaknesses, that's apparently how this monster works. So.
What, is he gonna vanish into nothing or something?
Into dust?
He's gonna shrink into nothing.
Yep, that's Angelina Jolie.
Jolie, alright.
Yep, that's Angelina Scream, alright. I'd recognize that cringeworthy, distaff Anakin Skywalker scream anywhere.
I think, or maybe Angelina Jolie's just not a very...
At all.
You know the sad thing is...
Every actor has his weak points. Daniel Craig can't do accents. Angelina Jolie can't scream.
Yeah. And that's a weird...
Pierce Brosnan can't sing, and so on.
You know the sad thing is, like, well, Angelina Jolie could have played a good Maleficent, because, I'll give her this, she does do some of the scenes relatively well, playing the villain.
If anything, Jova, I honestly think she was probably the best fit they could have done for the character in terms of appearance.
The problem was the script.
The script that she was supposed to work with. Like...
although I guess pitting her opposite of... oh God, what's his name?
Charlton Copley.
Charlton Copley did not help.
Yeah, Charlton Copley's a really weird guy. He can either be really good or really bad.
And the poor guy just had the incredibly bad luck.
First, Grendel's mother pays just a small visit.
In disguise. Let me guess.
He had Elysium the year before and Chappie the year after.
Let me guess. Grendel's mother is here in disguise, like Ursula did.
So she's trying the seduction, kind of like...
Oh, of course, yep, because it wasn't obvious enough. He totally wants to bone Old Man Hopkins' wife.
Well, would you blame him, Jova?
Honestly, because she looks like... Okay, taking away the fact that her face looks uncanny valley to me, I don't even think she looks all that attractive, honestly.
I mean, I hate to say it, I prefer Angelina Jolie, even in her Maleficent, guys.
Her face looks so...
And I'll just say this right now. Ow! She is...
Yeah, I thought so.
Also, why the hell does Beowulf spend most of this movie naked?
Okay. Look, I'm sorry.
Pedro, maybe Zemeckis is trying to telling you something. And yeah, she was also not very kind with most of Beowulf's men.
Oh no, please tell me Brendan Gleeson isn't dead too.
Guys, did you get the X-rated porn parody of Beowulf?
I was about to say. Yeah.
Next on Cinema Snob, Beowulf, the XXX version. There you go, Dweebs, the second in command is still alive.
How convenient.
But yeah, Grendel's mom came, tricked Beowulf, and killed everyone else.
Wait. Tricked him?
Of his man. In a sense that he kept him, bamboozled.
Also, just gonna say this right now. I'm sorry, but after a nightmare scene like that, I would never be able to find Old Man Hopkins' wife sexy ever again. I'm just sorry. I just see that in my...
implies she even looked that hot in the first place.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say this right now. She is no Aisha Tyler. Now that woman is fine.
I know. At this point, I don't even care about off-screen deaths.
Yeah. Oh my god. Wow, that's how bad this is. Dwibs can't even muster up the strength to get angry at off-screen deaths. Pedro, take a note of that.
That's how that's it's kind of like for me when I literally didn't even give a shit about the Long Time No Seen for Reference to F. Like the movie just completely destroyed my ability to care.
The game, you mean?
So
both that game and this movie as well.
So, guys, there's this little fun TV trope called darkness-induced audience apathy.
Yeah, like, I've been through that a lot of times.
Okay, now seriously though, what reason do we have? Okay, look, I get tragedy and all that stuff, but what reason do we have to care? I mean, okay, look, ignoring the fact that we didn't really know most of his men well, what does Beowulf really have to fight for? I mean, it's not like he has a love of his life who's in danger. I mean...
Glory, that's the ideal of a classic mythology poem.
Even though that's kind of what got him into this mess from the get-go. Also, what is this, some mystical sword or something?
You know what?
Yeah, that's the king's sword.
Do you know what other TV trope we can use, Jova?
What?
8 deadly words.
Oh, yeah, I don't care what happens to these characters. Also,
as for the whole glory thing, it's like that might work for a small little poem where you're just supposed to just read and enjoy the poetry of it, but
that's the problem, Pedro. That's what the original poem is supposed to be. It's relatively small compared to other mythological stuff. The problem is that the movie stretches it to no end.
Also, why the king's sword? Like, what do these people
feel? Because he's tasking him to go kill it, and the sword supposedly is special.
You're tasking him to go kill a woman who managed to kill all his men simultaneously?
Well, Joe, if there's one person who can do it, that's definitely Beowulf.
What did Beowulf tell him off screen? Sorry, mate. One of my swords got lost in the post. Could you get me another one?
Also. Stupid question, but okay. Let's assume. Okay. Okay, we can assume that she probably left him alive because she wanted him to know the pains of having deceased loved ones. But if she could do all this, doesn't this imply that she could have killed Beowulf right there and then? Like, if he comes after her...
Well, yeah, Jova, that's another one of your guesses. Things may be more than what they appear.
Oh, wait, are we going to go into Valhalla now?
Actually, no.
Also, okay, it may just be me, but am I the only one who finds it a bit weird?
No.
Okay, am I the only one who finds it a bit weird that we're not referencing, some of the more well-known Norse mythology? Like, I mean, okay, look, I get this being Beowulf's venture, but even still, why not reference some of the more well-known stuff? Like, what about Odin, or Loki, or Valhalla, or heck, even Thor himself? Like, at least reference them, because, knowing that they are part of this mythology, some of them should be able to help out in certain...
The horn of the king helps him as a magical artifact for this place.
Of course it does.
I'll draw again. It's like, for example, the mythos of Perseus.
No. I have no issues with that, really. It's just, again, look, this is sort of like, with the Marvel Universe as a whole. Like, when you have all these heroes in the universe, you start to question why we aren't referencing them or, having them help out in certain situations. Thankfully, the cinematic universe does a relatively good job of explaining stuff about why certain heroes don't help out here and there, although they're probably going to have a field day when the X-Men join in on it. My point here is, again, though, why not establish a sense of familiarity? Like, okay, look, I'm not saying that this has to be an entire universe, but, yeah, maybe reference some of them. Also, she's watching him, so she should have him right where she wants him. And, oh, thank God he's not naked.
Not completely, Jova.
Seriously, what is up with the obsession of naked Beowulf?
So I guess this is like the anti-quiet. I mean the gender
yeah,
swap.
Jova, he breathes
quiet.
through her skin. Through his skin, sorry.
You know, the beginning of Doug's review of Jupiter Ascending does a good job describing this movie. They said, when writers think, or directors rather, both.
There you go.
Actually,
That's what remains of Grendel. Anyway, continue, Pedro. Don't worry.
Yeah, people think that epics don't resort to actually interesting stories, and
It's obviously the tentacle in the background there. Come on.
Instead, I like to focus on self-important speeches and characters talking, like I said, in this overly self-important tone, and action scenes that go on and on.
Glover.
Oh, God. It's Jupiter Ascending all over again.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, Webs. Doug's explanation of botched epics fits perfectly. This is basically a botched epic. It tries to be an epic, but it completely misunderstands what makes epic movies, well, epic.
So basically, guys, Ray Winston stabbed Crispin Glover, or at least Brandon Gleeson actually stabbed Crispin Glover in his dickless crotch. Crispin Glover is dead, and Angelina Jolie is Crispin Glover's mother, and Ray Winston is here to avenge his men, and yeah, Angelina Jolie seems to be going for an Ursula/Maleficent vibe.
I guess I'll give it credit that CGI Angelina Jolie doesn't look too
well,
yeah,
now.
Okay. Now I'm starting to see the whole point why this movie was okay.
Why this movie?
It's just so we could show CGI Angelina Jolie.
Wow. Naked. I mean, wow, Angelina, you're trying to give Kate Winslet a run for her money, aren't you?
Robert,
so
you need to talk to a psychologist. You have serious issues.
You know, I just want to establish, guys, everyone must have seen this scene in the script. Angelina Jolie knew that she was going to be doing this at some point, and they all said yes.
I want to make. Robert Zemeckis had the idea of making a movie with Angelina Jolie with a tail,
and nothing else.
Sorry, where her hair is a tail.
So, Tio, is this supposed to be her true form, or is she just putting on a pretty face and form for him?
Pretty face. She's supposed to be a demon, as you can imagine.
Of course.
Let's just say that her type of revenge on werewolf is more clever than you may think.
And yet she still looks hotter than Old Man Hopkins' wife.
Problem. This is when the movie, when it comes to adaptation, goes to complete garbage territory.
Wait. You mean it hadn't already?
Well, yeah, it was transitioned very badly and slowly, but at least it was consistent with what the original point was up until the point.
All right.
Here, okay, in the original tale, Beowulf just comes here, laughs in the face of a demon, and cuts her head off.
That's
Simple as that.
Okay,
yes.
But we have a lot more time left in this movie, so I guess it's not going to be that easy.
Not just that, Joe. It goes very stupidly and completely against the character of Beowulf himself.
Apparently she can't be... Apparently she just phases through his blade.
Astral projection, Joe.
Okay, yeah.
So now, ladies and gentlemen, Ray Winston versus Lara Croft.
With Crispin Glover in the background as a head. Hi, Crispin Glover!
Yeah, he's dead.
Is this Lollipop Chainsaw?
You know, yeah, I definitely see what you meant here when you said there should have been an anthology. Like, by all your accounts, this should be over soon, so then we should be on to the next venture. But
I honestly think, Jova, this should have worked better as a 3-part miniseries, one for each act.
Yeah. And yet
apparently... Kind of like those Stephen King miniseries instead of a big movie with so many slow scenes.
Oh, snap, guys.
These butchering... of the script.
Oh snap, guys, have we been talking over some important dialogue?
The gist of it, Jova, is that Grendel, turns out, was the son of Bisping and Anthony Hopkins' King character.
Oh! Well, would you look at that? How?
Because he wanted an heir, but the problem is, procreating this demon doesn't produce good results.
So literally all that talk to him to his wife about getting an heir was just foreshadowing for this. That's
and just melt sword.
Yeah, demon capabilities. It's something similar to what happens to the original.
Wait.
Yeah, no.
No.
Stroking something.
No.
And comes out and it Oh.
No. Oh, please, do not focus on Crispin Glover's head during this, please.
Can I?
Are
can
you
I-
serious?
Oh, yeah, like a complete idiot.
He lets her
Beowulf
live.
bangs her. Not just that, he bangs her, as you can imagine. I'm sure this will in no way hinders him in any capacity.
Also, how does just bringing back Crispin Glover's head tell him that you solved the problem of,
These people didn't know about the mother. They thought Grendel was the one who did the thing.
Guys, can I please quit the movie?
No, Dweebs.
You're gonna stay here for the rest of it, Wibbs, and you're gonna write it.
How bad could it get anyway?
Oh, I'm not gonna like it, but
Roasted pig.
Okay.
For a second there, I thought they were gonna cook his head and eat that.
So you're telling
You
me,
should've thought anymore.
that Beowulf, who was on a mission of vengeance, just quits because Angelina Jolie banged him.
Brilliant.
Not just that, Jova, it gets worse.
This is the kind of joke you would see in American Dad, not in a movie like this.
It's not even a joke, sadly, because once, like Pedro said, the movie takes itself seriously, so there's the thing of the fact that Beowulf returns and claimed that he's not the beast, while in fact, Grendel died on his...
movie in the cinema.
Okay, look. There are several things that could happen. One, he could just go on with this because essentially has everyone fooled and he apparently doesn't care about vengeance. Or two, Angelina Jolie is just going to take advantage of this and then
Again, a reminder that in the original poem he just cuts her head off and that's it.
Wow.
We don't get the stupid subplot of Beowulf, because that's one of the main flaws of the movie. The fact that he portray Beowulf as this arrogant, egotistical prick who is also flawed as a person.
How are we supposed to like this guy who gives up on avenging his friends and team just for sex? Like, seriously.
Here's the problem. If you remember, Anthony Hopkins was technically the father of Grendel, so he kinda knows the truth. He knows the truth. So, check this out. How is he gonna confront Beowulf about it?
Done.
Sure.
Well, to be fair, this is the same guy who talks about, licking lamb chops and eating brains.
With an ice skin teeth, yeah.
So, yeah, I can see him kind of finding that action with the demon is hot.
Yeah, sorry, Your Highness, but I kind of banged.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna go down option 2, aren't we? Where Angelina Jolie's gonna take advantage.
No, Jova, you think it's gonna go for a Larry Veal story, but just watch.
Or even
this caught me, when I was in the theater, this actually caught me by surprise.
Oh, let me guess. He walks out, but Angelina Jolie appears out of nowhere and he gets stabbed.
Actually, no. Out of nowhere, he decides that Beowulf now is going to be the king.
What?
Because, I guess
for his mighty deeds, he crowns him the new king of Denmark. Congratulations.
Yeah, because Beowulf's clearly been shown to make great decisions befitting of a king.
Again, for comparison, in the original poem, he gets the title of king rightfully because he actually kills both Grendel and the demon.
So
here he shows up, does practically nothing, and has sex with a beast, and
he lies. Okay. So, is the idea behind this that, he knows that Beowulf will have to live with the guilt, so he's like, screw this, I'm out of here?
You're onto something, Jova.
I mean, if it's at least that, at least there might be some semblance to be had here, because otherwise, I have no freaking idea! Like, seriously, even for the old Dark Ages, this is pretty stupid!
Well, that's what Hollywood think the Dark Ages were, so...
Even in a day and age when people thought cats were evil and we had to kill them because of bubonic plague.
Okay,
this is more dumb than that.
Okay, I'm convinced. This isn't the real king. Loki's pretending to be him or something.
You wish.
Please.
Okay, Dweebs.
And that's Anthony Hopkins, I guess.
Okay, Dweebs, I have a plan.
Yeah.
Maybe if we squint really hard and do a lot of mescaline, we can pretend we're watching Thor Ragnarok.
You guys won't.
I know we'll die.
Let me
5
guess. He
minutes
kills himself
because of drug overdose.
Yeah,
because of the necessary
Anthony
mescaline.
Hopkins wants
But
to
it is an
literally
option.
quit. Hold on, Anthony Hopkins wants literally to quit the movie.
Could we just...
Wow, so
Anthony Hopkins just decided to quit the movie out of nowhere.
I have to wonder if Anthony Hopkins literally just decided, enough's enough. Please, can you
And
kill
there you
my
go,
character off?
And there you go, Angelina Jolie took him.
So,
Wait, so what made him kill himself?
he couldn't live with the guilt?
I guess I'm supposed to be shocked and all. I guess
I just find this funny. I mean, I just find this funny because it's so out of the place and so stupid, and it kind of spits in the face of the tone they were setting up for this movie.
Okay, it got worse. This movie is incredibly stupid, and yet it's completely unaware of its stupidity. It thinks it's amazing.
Also-
So let me get this. So hang on. Let me get this straight. He bangs Winston bangs Jolie. He goes to tell Hopkins about it, but lies. And Hopkins is like, you know what? I'll make you a king.
Oh, guys, look,
bye."
they're focusing in on the serpent. Don't you get the symbolism? He's being deceitful.
It's it starts with these.
What the fuck? That came out of nowhere. Fucking out the movie. Bye.
And now let me guess. Flash forward to the future.
Yeah, precisely 50 years later.
But we're like 2/3 of the way through the movie. How to it?
That's the thing. Hold on, guys. That's the thing. This is what happens also in the original poem, but the problem is with the act structure.
Wait, wasn't that Hopkins?
No.
I thought you said that we were just doing two. Oh wait.
That's the problem, Jova. This movie condensed two stories into
Let
one.
me guess. I was right. Grendel and the whole Angelina Jolie thing, that was the first story.
Actually, no, they were supposed to be two. That's the problem.
Oh, so the Angelina Jolie thing is still the second story, so we still have her to deal with?
Jova, that's the thing. It was supposed to be the second story, but it was supposed to be longer. They condensed it and mishmashed into an horrible thing, which has repercussions in the third story.
Wait, so what you're saying is that essentially they mixed the first two stories into one story, and now we're dealing with the third story.
It's a mess.
And Angelina Jolie's character never gets her comeuppance because of a banging.
Actually, we'll have to see what happens because
remember... let me guess, they're gonna shoehorn her into a role that she didn't have in the original.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, seriously, I have to ask this.
Can imagine how this... Could you imagine how that bit went in the script?
All
of a sudden, the king got bored and just killed himself.
I really have to wonder... What's the point of shoehorning her into this story when she clearly had a role for the other story?
So, in 50 years that have passed, Beowulf has been a rightful king, let's just say that. He's been a bit cruel with invaders and brigands and all the sorts, but otherwise, he seemed to have ruled just fine.
And let me guess, he gets a nice, lovely night with his... I'm just gonna call her Old Man Hopkins' wife because I can't remember her name.
Well, apparently, I found a video on YouTube that has the scene that just happened, and apparently people's interpretation of it is Hopkins felt free knowing that the monster he helped make died.
Yeah.
And the witch was a curse on him that wasn't a problem, so he decided to kill himself.
Wouldn't he want to celebrate though? Like, wouldn't that be his happiest moment?
That's the problem, Dweebs. That thing was completely original for the movie, so that you can imagine why it makes no sense.
Hey, yeah. Question: what happened to the king in the original version, Theo?
He still lives. It's just dies of natural age after Beowulf gets the throne.
Okay.
So.
Okay, I'm gonna be quite honest.
Go on.
I know that effects could be finicky at this time, but this movie feels like it would have been better if it was just live action. Because seriously, too many. Okay. When the CGI is at its best, it feels like it's live action. When it's at its worst, it looks so freaking awkward. Like seriously, I mean.
Essentially, this guy will say, "Hit me if you want."
Does he still feel guilty or something?
No, that's the thing. He's proving his courage by confronting directly this one that called him a coward.
Why doesn't he kill him?
Now Ray Winston wants to quit the movie.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
like I was
That's
saying.
Hopkins have a falling out with the director or something.
But yeah, my main issue is this.
Yeah, Jova finish.
Yeah, again though, this movie can't seem to decide how good it wants its CGI to be, so it feels like it should have been live action, and I'm pretty sure that effects were well versed enough to, pull off the effects they're doing for this movie in live action.
Yeah.
Is it just me?
Anyway, Pedro, what do you also want to say?
Like I said, Jova here. Bring in the masculine.
That much is gonna kill us.
I know, but it's worth it. Adam. We'll be able to pretend we're watching for Ragnarok for like 5 minutes, and
Pedro,
we'll
just hold strong. We can watch it for real later. Damn it.
Well, actually, never mind. I guess my plan failed when they randomly killed Anthony Hopkins. It doesn't work now.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
God damn it, movie! You took me away that even. God damn it, movie!
And for some reason,
you couldn't at least give me that.
Pedro, can we do that with the first movie instead?
Hey, I love Thor Ragnarok.
But the first one's my favorite of all the three.
Well, Ragnarok is my favorite. So sorry.
Should I say that my favorite? Should I say that my favorite? Should I say that my favorite is 4-2 Dark World just to be filling in the blanks?
Jova, go to the corner.
Yeah.
Don't worry though, it's not really my favorite. I was
mean,
just wondering.
I love the Ninth Doctor, but not to this point.
Question: why is it that old man Hopkins' wife doesn't look, any older? In fact, I dare say she looks younger.
No idea, Jova.
She even looks younger than before. What the?
Decides whatever the fuck it wants to do.
So, are we gonna go back to that phase of, doing...
I could find some justification till that point, in a sense that the movie was just adapting it badly, but now the movie doesn't care anymore.
Movies like this confuse me. I mean, okay, you clearly have an adaptation, so that would be something of an excuse, but then you choose to do stuff original and it just sucks, Okay.
Yes, Robojova.
It's like having a get-out-of-jail-free card, but then just throwing it back into the pile and saying, no, I want to go to jail. I want to lose the game. What? Never mind. Oh,
actually, that was his daughter.
It looks even more like Thor now with that red cape. Seriously.
So that young woman was his daughter. Okay, fair enough. Let me guess. The actress who played her when she was younger is the one playing the daughter now.
I don't remember. There you go. He still keeps Grendel's arm as a trophy. Let me check, just in case.
Also, there's regardless of favorite. Like I said, they killed Anthony Hopkins, so now it doesn't even work regardless anyway. God damn it, movie. You couldn't even give us that. Come on. The one possible way of enjoying you, and you take that away from me.
Hey, look at that, guys.
God damn it, movie.
Stupid fashion.
Wait, what?
Why do we have a CGI tiny man?
What? Suddenly a midget.
Very creating the tail of Beowulf.
Since when did Mini-Me get in this film?
Okay. To be fair, like Tia said, they're recreating the old tail. Although, oh my
But
god,
they need to give us context, though.
Oh my god, guys, this is like Thor Ragnarok. They've even got the
it's like
retelling.
that scene during that montage of Hercules where the kids use the puppetry to recreate the Hydra fight.
I get that, but
and yet, for some reason, that retelling is more entertaining than the actual movie.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh no! Let me guess, is Brandon Gleeson the one in the hood, or is he, the bearded guy on the
Brandon
right?
Gleeson is the one on the right.
Oh, wait. Let me guess. The guy in the hood is the Peter Dinklage 5'7" guy.
We'll see.
He looks a bit like Gary Oldman from Lost in Space when he was in his spider face, only not blue. Congratulations, it's a horn.
I heard you were feeling a little horny, so I got you this.
Dibs, corner.
Honestly, Pedro...
I'll go to the corner when the film explains that silly suicide scene.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Pedro, let's not pretend like the movie has standards.
Well, yeah, considering it continuously dangled naked Winston at.
We're gonna get more naked. Only now he's 50 years older. Ugh.
Brilliant.
I mean, I bet he doesn't even have the strength anymore to take off his pants.
What will you tell me if I told you that man in the hood was John Malkovich?
What?
Ooh, oh my God, John Malkovich?
Isn't he that guy who has a hard time deciding when he wants to act or not from Aragon?
Without
Oh
do
God.
not prolong.
But Tio, isn't he that guy off Aragon who can't decide whether he wants to act or not?
Wasn't he also that guy in A Day in Dungeons and Dragons?
No, that was Jeremy Irons, yeah.
Oh no, I'm talking about the Blue Lips guy, but fair point.
Oh, that guy.
Cherry Lips. There you go. This is supposed to be John Malkovich.
What was John Malkovich in? I know I've seen him in something not too long ago.
I'm gonna get his filmography, Jova. Blah blah. This is.
It goes back to the running joke, Jova. Like, John Malkovich is probably a big gambling addict who desperately needs to be in shitty movies to pay his debt.
He was in Zoolander too.
Okay, what else was he in?
Burn After Reading.
Basically, Jova, he's kind of like Robert De Niro. He gave up on making good movies.
I wouldn't say Robert De Niro gave up. It's just, I don't know. De Niro lost a bit of it.
Fire his agents.
Yeah, De Niro lost a bit of it.
What was that film he was in with Bradley Cooper?
No.
I'll look it up. I thought that was all right. Okay, Robert.
Oh, look, we're back here again.
We're back in the cave, yeah.
So why?
Hold on. Yeah, Jova.
So let me guess. She waited 50 years to do something. Let me guess. She's planning to.
Well, let's just say that he wants to talk again to the Jolie.
Oh, Limitless. That was it. Limitless. That was all right.
Why is she speaking in what sounds like Hopkins' voice?
Actually, no. That's John Malkovich speaking to him.
What? Why? Shouldn't it be Angelina Jolie speaking to him? Why John Malkovich?
Well, Jova, what do you think has happened?
Oh, John Malkovich is actually Angelina Jolie, isn't he?
No.
He's her son?
Well, Jova, there was a banging session after all.
Oh, no, not like this. Not like this, please.
Wait, what's happening?
John Malkovich is the bastard son of those two, isn't he?
Yup.
Wait.
We already did this.
For context, the character he's portraying was completely out of nowhere. Another one.
We already had a whole plotline about a bastard son, and for that matter, why is it that John Malkovich doesn't turn into something like Grendel? Like,
give it time, Jova.
Oh, so it happens over time. Oh wait, let me guess. He's gonna turn into a monster, and then he's gonna recreate that scene, and no, this is gonna be a retread of the first act, isn't it?
Similar. I mean, the idea, what they want, that's the problem.
Pedro!
Okay. Yes, Joe.
We did it. We finally have the Bravely Default of movies.
Wait, is this movie stuck on repeat now?
From what Tio says, we're gonna repeat the whole
Not
bastard...
Not necessarily, Joe. It's retreading the same morals, but just with different characters.
But assuming that John...
No, it's not. In that case, it's not Bravely Default, Joe.
Hold on.
You would be repeating the exact same 10 minutes over and over and over and over.
Well, what I was about to say is, like, I assume that, John Malkovich is going to turn into something like Grendel, since he's also a bastard child between the two. Yes, that's apparently the case. And then, we're going to have a whole thing about the monster attacking us when yada 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 happens. But that's not going to be the case. Theo?
What, Jova?
So John Malkovich isn't going to turn into an abomination this time?
Is he going to turn into something, Jova? Give it time. Come on.
Okay.
We need an important scene with these two talking.
Come on, Jova. Dwebs is supposed to be
there you go, Jova. That's what he turns into.
A dragon?
A dragon.
A dragon?
He just turns into a dragon.
Well, if I remember correctly, isn't that from the original
That's the thing. The
But
dragon,
it's
the original
so
poem
freaking
was
random.
completely. Hold on, Weebs. The dragon, the original poem was completely out of nowhere.
Also, remember Pedro.
It was just a random dragon that some person actually disturbed by stealing something from it.
Now it's the
The
sun.
power of Christ compels you, dragon.
No, he's a human now.
He can shapeshift.
Of course. I love how even the protagonist is baffled at the plot.
So, okay, so like with the first act, we're dealing with the bastard child, with Angelina Jolie, with the king, wreaking havoc on the people. I mean, yeah, okay, it's a dragon instead of Grendel.
Yeah.
Even still, though. What? Oh,
Essentially,
no.
the Angelina Jolie's demon kind of puts this curse, like we've mentioned before, in a sense of whoever bangs her gonna get pursued by their children.
Gee, you think maybe having sex with her is a bad idea?
That's the entire problem of the movie to me.
So, yeah, this has absolutely no reason to have happened. So, I guess the solution is
Yeah,
to now...
we need this story about sins of the fathers for some reason. Sorry, this is not Metal Gear, come on.
So, yeah, like I said...
So
yeah, like I said, Pedro, this is kind of like Bravely Default in that we're kind of repeating a section.
So it's time to go to battle, yay.
So, you know, wouldn't the smart thing to do be to go after Angelina Jolie since she's obviously the root of
exactly
this?
the problem, Jova. That would require smart.
And now we're back to Shrek animation. Seriously! The CGI inconsistencies are starting to get on my nerves. Oh, and now we're doing a liar revealed, aren't we?
Not just that, Jova. That line sums up this movie in a nutshell. Zemeckis wants you to forget what Beowulf was supposed to be.
Can this trope please die?
Again, look. A Goofy movie showed that you can actually do this trope cleverly. And here's the problem, though. There's no reason for this trope to even be here, adaptation-wise.
Jova, I lost all hope in that trope when even Uncharted 4 couldn't do it right.
But remember, Dwibs, you expressed surprise when a Goofy movie managed to do it good not once, but twice.
It's like one to like 35.
Hey, it was a 90s film of all things. That just added to the surprise.
So that's the thing. Beowulf will confront this thing on his own instead of, dismissing on someone else like Anthony Hopkins did.
So what does old man Hopkins' wife have to say about this? She just goes, okay. No, seriously, that's it. Not even a slap or reprimanding. Look.
Gee, fuck
look,
you too then.
I'm sorry.
Look, pal, I'm sure Bill Clinton said the same thing. Didn't stop him from getting impeached.
But did he lose the presidency?
Well, I mean, kinda, yeah. That's what being
Also,
impeached
Dave,
kind of entails.
It's kind of in the history books.
But she's like, oh, I'm just fine. I don't know whether to be relieved that the Slayer revealed payoff wasn't as cringeworthy as I thought it was going to be.
That's the problem. Again, Jova, this shouldn't be in the first place, so...
Yeah.
I'm not feeling anything.
I wonder if the TV trope itself is called Liar Revealed.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Oh, look, triumphant music.
Or inspiring some shit. So, there you go, Jova. He first wants to confront Angelina Jolie
now
himself.
we're in Twilight?
Actually, Pedro, that sequence was shown also before.
But yeah, Pedro's like, this does look like Twilight.
Yeah, this forest, the overall set design of the scenery looks so much like Twilight.
I guess we're in movie number 5 or 4 now.
Yeah, welcome to Beowulf 5. Big to me, but we couldn't, so we just crammed all the planned sequels into one movie.
again, it shouldn't have been too hard to... Okay, Theo, question. When it comes to Beowulf, is it just the one poem with all those stories, or is there like several poems?
The thing, Java, is that that's what people have managed to get it, because part of it was originally like deleted, I think.
Oh god, I just realised Uncharted 4 did it twice too.
So, question. How many stories total are there of Beowulf in that poem?
The ones that this movie tries to present. 3 movies. The first fight against Grendel, the second against Grendel's mother, and the third against the dragon.
What,
so
is he gonna...
Hold on. So
no, he's not gonna kill himself now, is he?
Hold on, Jova. There is a small prologue at the beginning that tells who Beowulf is and some of the things we did before.
Yeah. That's what I was about to say. But again, aside from that, though, essentially what you're telling me is that what this is adapting actually is his origin, quote-unquote, tale.
Not a complete origin.
Well, you know what I mean. Basically,
story.
When I say origin tale, I mean, essentially his debut story.
It's not even a debut, because after this, it's over. He dies at the end of a poem, so...
Oh!
Spoilers.
Then again, considering how wild this adaptation is, who knows what'll happen by the end of this movie.
Let me get to this link.
Hey, Angelina! Here. Why are you all gold now?
Christ, Angelina Jolie's CGI's got worse.
I mean, 50 years, I guess.
Now she looks like an early PS3 game.
Seriously.
So this is the new Tomb Raider. Hello, dragon.
Wow, it's his son. Yay.
Wow,
that's probably...
The new Tomb Raider looks awful.
that's exactly it, also. That's another problem I have with these CGI mocap films. A lot of times, when I'm watching these, I just feel like I should have a PS3 controller in my hand.
Hey, could somebody get Smog in here and tell him to show this guy how it's done?
No, Smog isn't really all that much better.
Well,
really?
No, he's better. Like,
no, that's the thing. I saw actually the 2 other Hobbit movies. It doesn't seem that bad.
Yeah, I'm probably just...
That's because...
Okay.
Honestly, Dweebs, I just think that your standards for CGI are just too high.
Alright, sorry guys. I apologize. I didn't actually watch the second film. I just kind of had a knee-jerk reaction because I saw the first one. Well, tried to watch the first one.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, the films have a lot of problems, but Smog's look was not one of them.
I've never seen...
Not just Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh no, the horses!
But I wanna... not just that, too. But here's the thing. I never saw the 2 and 3, so I wouldn't know. But here's the thing, too. I saw the high frame rate version of the first one, and the high frame rate makes it look like fucking garbage.
Well, obviously, but,
yeah. A lot of people know about that. Even The Simpsons made a gag about that. Oh, no, trust me, Tio. Let's just say they did it in a frame rate that's not even full 60 FPS. They did it in, was it 48 frames per second?
48.
Double the frame rate that movies usually are. And there has been like that for a reason, Peter.
Look. If you wanted to go for a frame rate, wait, why are arrows shooting at him? They're shooting at the dragon. Oh,
yeah,
poor irony.
Oh, no.
See, okay.
I give a shit.
There goes the sword.
Look, there's a reason that frame rates between 30 and 60 just do not work. Like, 60 FPS, that can work, but again, there's a reason that it has to be double 30, because it's of the same ratio. That's why stuff like 50 just looks awkward and stutters.
It's one of those things where, it's not just that, Joe. It's more so the fact that 60 FPS works in games, but not so much in movies, because if you put 60 FPS in movies, it just looks unnatural because every character is moving so fast, like it's unnatural.
I have actually seen, stuff being televised in 60 FPS. Like whenever I visit my aunt and uncle in Arizona, like they have one of those special plasma TVs that does stuff in 60 FPS. Well, it does look weird. Okay. It looks weird, but it won't make you nearly as sick as, say, 48 FPS does because, well, for some reason, anything between 30 or 60 seems to have this weird stuttering issue. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. Is something going on in the scene?
Beowulf is fighting the
Seriously, you're fighting a dragon. This should be like a big climactic scene. And god, that
Also,
dragon
it's
looks
so
ugly.
boring.
It doesn't even look like it's not even technically a dragon. It's more of a wyvern. So you even fucked up that.
I'm not even kidding too. There will be a point in that movie where that was supposed to be a waterfall on screen.
Yeah, you told me it looks like plastic or something.
No. It just looks like a blue wall that's been painted. Like it looks amazing. I was literally. I'm not even kidding too. Just like you with Coslet.
No,
I jaw dropped.
No, I'm sorry. So apparently this dragon who, is all fire-based is also totally a good swimmer too. And is somehow breathing fire underwater.
Jova, SpongeBob logic, I guess.
This is supposed to be realistic.
It's supposed to be ultra super serious.
No. Ladies and gentlemen, the film just gave up. At this point...
Honestly, Pedro gave up a long time ago.
So, he's gonna fight the dragon underwater now.
No, wait, what?
What?
I can't even tell what's happening half the time.
He used an anchor to anchor himself onto the dragon.
Oh my god, the scene is still going. Like, seriously, you'd think that the dragon stabbing his back into the spikes underwater would have done the job, but nope.
How old is Beowulf supposed to be at this point?
70, I think.
He's supposed to be breaking his bones.
Unless he's been working out like Sylvester Stallone.
He's supposed to be a hero, so...
Oh, by the way, is his daughter gonna do anything?
No.
All he's been doing is standing there or singing or screaming.
Like, wouldn't it be cool if, like, his actual legit child helped him defeat his bastard child as about a symbolism? Like, I know it would have been obvious symbolism, but at least it would have been something to help me care more. Also, yay, Brandon Gleeson, of course, continues to survive.
It'd been better if Hopkins' character were like leading the battle with Beowulf as a second in command, but now he killed himself for some reason.
Hi there, daughter. Meet your brother. Half-brother.
It's very awkward.
He, takes more after his mother.
Come on.
This is quite an interesting family reunion.
Those models, the models of the two women there look so similar. I got their characters mixed up.
Just like I did when I first saw her. I honestly just thought that the wife got younger before we saw the actual wife.
Hell, she shouldn't even look all that much older.
So, this is the part where I need to press X for the QTE, right?
Yes.
Oh shit, I got press square, now triangle. No.
Now I have to mass X not to die. And
I too. Maybe this I'm starting to realize. This is
Okay, seriously, what is up with this film's obsession with faking us out with the crotch hits? Like, seriously, there's been so many scenes where it seems like he's gonna get his crotch hit, only to nearly avoid it.
Male empowerment. Go ahead, Pedro.
This is the scale bound we never got.
So in that case,
I don't know, Joe. I don't know, Pedro. He needs more.
So by that, Pedro, we probably didn't miss much.
Of course, the dragon had a flame sack right there on display for anyone to just stab open.
Actually, to be fair, Jova, that's a common weak point for dragons.
Well, Pedro, sorry, Pedro, but this is the scale bound we never got. We didn't miss out on much.
Oh, God dang it! If only he had a sword.
He's already used it on Angelina Jolie early.
Ain't Angelina Jolie still alive? Oh,
throw it, man.
Just throw it. You can run. You can dive in a little bit later.
So
and
now he knows what to do.
What, a heroic sacrifice? Don't we need to kill Angelina Jolie first?
Well, he's anchored at the chain, so he needs to get free of that.
So he has to cut his arm off. Was this part of the original tale?
Wait, couldn't he just try and cut off the chain?
Here we go.
Pedro, couldn't he have?
I don't.
Not yet.
Oh, for God's sakes!
Now his arm's covered in dragon saliva.
It's toxic.
Okay, so at this point it's
Is this gonna stop? Fuck.
We're about to leave, so don't worry.
Oh, thank God. I am sorry, my loved ones. Alas, I cannot pork my way out of this one.
So he's gonna grab the
Kalima.
heart
Oh
by...
no, I can't
Yes,
watch.
Because we can.
Let's just say this was more fun in Temple of Doom and move on.
Yeah.
Yes.
From what I can tell, even Temple of Doom wasn't all that great.
So, doesn't this kind of make him trying to saw off his arm pointless?
He wanted to get a big advantage, but he couldn't factor the fact that the sword would have fallen.
Well, he's dead now.
Push.
And
Bye,
Ed's-
Ray Winston.
So I guess this means Angelina Jolie will live on to now spread more of her demon seed. I mean,
That's kind of the problem, Joey. This version Angelina Jolie never gets any sort of comeuppance.
So,
because that's
and
what
then,
we wanted to do about an adaptation. Have it so that the villain essentially wins.
And then Angelina Jolie takes over the...
Actually, Dweebs, it gets worse than that.
Or did they just forget about Angelina or something?
No. Trust me, Dweebs, we haven't forgot about her. It's like
Oh, no,
lightning.
it's
She
not
must
gonna be
not be
like-
forgotten.
Really?
Oh, God,
Really,
it's not gonna
movie?
be not going to be like No Country for Old Men, is it?
Movie? You already killed off your main protagonist. Why are you trying to fake us out with the possible death of his wife and daughter?
T.O.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like No Country for Old Men, is it, where she dies off screen?
No.
Let's just wait and see. But
Yeah,
yeah,
the
oh
movie's.
no.
I have wonderful news for you. The movie's almost over.
So what, does his son turn back into his human form?
Yeah, when he's dying. Yeah. So this has been a good family bonding session.
Yeah, let's talk
Sure.
next Tuesday.
No hard feelings, eh, son?
Jack and Tidus got nothing on this.
I know, right? And of course, his son is naked.
not that reunion was all that good either, but
And his son is bald now for some reason.
Honestly, Pedro, I will take that over this any day.
Are they
Why-
gonna pull a Are they gonna pull like a Angelina Jolie died on the way back to her home planet thing or
No,
something?
Dweebs,
Let's just
I
wait
already
and see.
told you. Bye.
See ya. Bye, John Malkovich.
Yeah.
I guess.
May you
That
have
was
luck
supposed
with
to be
your
John
battle
Malkovich.
script. Oh my god, he's still alive. Maybe he's actually gonna make it.
maybe
He fell like
maybe no.
he fell like 500. He fell like 600 feet.
And he's been already injured. He has lost all blood. He's not.
So
he
unless-
won't
The
gain
fact that
weight.
he's still alive though right now. Ha! I told
So
you we were
unless
too old
he's-
to be heroes. Ha! Get it?
So
We're
unless he's like that guy from Lord of the Rings who was dragged off a cliff and fell, yet somehow survived. I didn't get that either.
Sorry,
don't-
no,
I don't
Aragorn. That was again Jova. Well, sorry, again, Dweebs. This is another thing that conveniently enough wasn't in the book, and of course, when Hollywood tries to do it, makes complete no sense whatsoever.
You know, was this part of Robert Zemeckis' big vision all these years since 1997?
That wouldn't surprise me. No, actually, Dweebs,
It's like,
the project was started from. No, I was saying to Jova for you to shut up. Jova, the project was started. The project was starting from Neil Gaiman. Zemeckis was just happening to be the director later on.
So yeah, main character's dead. Angelina Jolie's not.
Lovely, just freaking lovely. Look.
So is Brandon Gleeson gonna save the day?
Worse. But yeah, as per tradition, let's have a Norse funeral. In case you don't remember, Dweebs, it's celebrated by putting the character on a huge
I know.
boat
I've
and
seen.
setting it on fire.
I've seen the Thor movies. They showed this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the second one at least.
So,
Hard to believe the one most accurate to Norse mythology is the worst.
Yeah.
So, how did this go in the original tale, Tio?
Let me read it, might as well from the Wikipedia article. Beowulf returns home and eventually becomes king of his own people. One day, 50 years after Beowulf battled with Grendel's mother, because remember she was dead, a slave steals a golden cup from way of a dragon. When the dragon sees that the cup has been stolen, he leaves the cave in a rage, burning everything in sight. Beowulf and his warrior come to fight the dragon, but Beowulf tells his men that he will fight the dragon alone and they should wait on the burrow. Beowulf descends to battle with the dragon, but finds himself outmatched. His men, upon seeing this and fearing for their lives, are retreating to the woods. The second in command, however, in great distress at Beowulf's plight, comes to his aid. The two slays the dragon, but Beowulf is mortally wounded. After Beowulf dies, Wiglaf remains by his side, grief-stricken, and he complains about, the man retreating at the critical moment. And that's it. We made a barrel. He's what the scene is built in his memory. Beowulf essentially, Beowulf still dies, but it makes much more sense.
And it's
but
a more noble
the movie is not over yet.
This movie, just please.
Movie. What more could you possibly have to desecrate?
Well, Jova, in the age of Hollywood, what best thing we can do to make a movie and from adaptation that has not been generous to the original source material?
Make another character the protagonist and repeat the same mistakes again?
No, about a pointless sequel baiting. Just watch. That was not in the original. Remember, it wasn't in the original, it was self-contained.
Just throw the horn away.
And there you go. Gingerly gets,
oh, God,
his
please,
revenge.
no. Why? Why?
No, he's still dead.
Yeah, that's even worse, though. Necrophilia.
She's a demon. I'm pretty sure she doesn't care.
Even Brandon Gleeson couldn't believe it.
Actually, that's what we're about to get.
Wait, what? There's more?
Well, remember now Brendan Gleeson's character is the new king of Denmark. And that means that, just watch.
Is he gonna kill himself now?
No. What? The movie would just speed up. There we go. He's gonna be the next one to be tempted.
Oh, no, please.
That is repeating stuff.
Pedro, get out the Bravely Default copies.
I don't.
So, is this where Square Enix got the idea for Bravely Default from?
No.
At this point, I just want this thing to end.
Seriously, we're really doing this again.
Taylor, I'm gonna steal yet another one of your.
You're off the video.
One of your lines. Movie. I'm tired. Tired.
So let
Please end.
So guys, you know how bad this is? This movie has made us tired of porn sequences.
With Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, my second tier waifu. How dare you move?
Like seriously, how do you do that? You have desensitized me to porn.
And again, Jolie's CG's really downhill.
Honestly, Jova, for me, it's like one of those things where unless it's actual porn, I'm always desensitized when it comes to this kind of stuff. Honestly, because
come on, Pedro.
I'm just wondering myself, why is this here? If I want porn, I can just go to Google
and it's over.
I mean, if this film even got a sequel, what would they even call it anyway? Beowulf 2? Oh, sorry, Beowulf.
Yeah, I'm sure you're so proud of this brilliant masterpiece, Robert.
There's no post-credit scene, so final thoughts.
Thank
Jesus. Can I go first?
Leaves.
It sounds rubbish. It's got no idea what it wants to do. It's got no idea what it wants to be.
Wait. I'm sorry.
Out of nowhere.
Why does John Malkovich have top billing when he was barely... How does he have billing over Brandon Gleeson?
Gleeson was in the movie more than he was. Anyway,
sorry.
Also, for context, while 71% Rotten Tomatoes, the audience score is 50%.
I'm gonna side with the audience score on this one.
And seriously, what was with half this stuff? Hopkins kills himself for no reason. The fights are really anticlimactic. This is one of the most random movies I've ever seen. It just because, and there isn't even much of a plot in this one. It doesn't start till like 2/3 of the way through the movie, and that also this song.
Not
Not even Alan Silvestri's score is that good. Apparently, there's a song in this movie done by Idina Menzel.
Idina Menzel is in this?
What are you?
Apparently.
What is she even doing here? She's a Disney singer. Like,
maybe she wanted to diversify.
Congrats.
Okay.
Congrats.
Especially considering she was doing Enchanted for Disney at the time.
Oh boy.
Bills.
Anyway, that's me done.
Guess.
The song sucks. Next.
Yeah. Like I said, this is one of those movies that has a complete misunderstanding of what an epic is. It thinks that it's a movie that poses as an epic instead of actually showing an understanding of what makes it an epic. The characters are consistently talking, like I said, in this over self-important tone that to try to make the plot sound more important and great than it actually is. Well, and everything is just, it's incoherent. It completely lacks focus. It's silly. It's boring. Olaf. Wait, there was a character called... whatever. The point is...
and Idina Menzel is involved. Oh my god, there's even a character named Ursula.
The point is...
Fred Tatasciore.
Fred Tatasciore. Great. They dragged poor Fred Tatasciore into this, didn't they?
Ding.
Yeah, it's... Like, and the thing is... Yeah, of course. And it's so blatant also with the quote-unquote mature content. You see, guys, we're constantly doing blood and gore, and we're always showing naked women and almost showing naked CGI dick. So that this makes us mature and shit. Like, fuck. It's this movie is completely delusional as well, because there's so much silly, stupid shit happening, and yet the movie completely delusionally thinks that all of it is amazing and serious and epic and dramatic but nobody cares, because they took what was a poem, was always meant to be a poem, and extended it into a 2-hour movie that has nothing to say, because, well, it has nothing to go on, because the source material was literally just a poem. It's terrible. It's boring, and it wastes the fucking space. Next.
Okay, I think... Okay. The story of Odysseus. Let me put it like this. Mario Odyssey is more reminiscent of the original Odyssey tale than this movie is of Beowulf, from what Teals told me. And you know what's sad? It's like, okay, look, I was having issues even when this was trying to be an adaptation, but you know what? The most you could chalk it up to, not explain that well for an adaptation. Then it starts with the whole Beowulf repeating the same mistakes that the king did. For no reason. Just to establish the third story, which ends up being the second story, really, in this regard. And it's just painful. But okay, even up to that point, look. Adaptation or not, this should have explained Beowulf better. I mean, yeah, we get to know him, but it's in that way that, we're told he did all these great things, and yet we barely see him do these great things. And yeah, like you guys said, the fight scenes are pathetic. The music, I'm gonna be quite honest, I kind of lost focus of the music with how bad this movie is. I mean, this is by no means the worst movie I've ever seen, but this also is one of those animated flicks, so it has an issue here. The inconsistencies with the CGI. Like, okay, look, when Warner Brothers Animation was trying to be Disney Animation, it at least still looked like good Warner Brothers Animation. The problem with this is, again, like I said, it seems like they were trying to go for a photorealistic scene, because, when the CGI looks that good, it's like I'm watching a live-action film. Yet, when they get bad, it looks like they're trying to be Shrek. That ain't good. Shrek was its own style. It's like, I feel like this could have been its own live-action film with just some CGI effects. Unless Angelina Jolie didn't agree to showing up naked and they had to CGI her face onto a naked woman's body. Who knows? It's just... this movie is so awkward. It's like seeing... It's like seeing a preteens play, or like seeing preteens do this fighting in the background, backyard, where they go, oh, I kill you, no, you kill me, and like just like that, this movie can't seem to decide on its rules, and when it does establish rules, just breaks them like there and then. The action is, it's hard to follow, to say the least, when it's not being overly clumsy done. And the story just is unpleasant. Like, why would I want to see a movie about a guy who barely has to answer for the fact that he slept with the same woman who killed his men? Like, it doesn't even make sense why he'd do it. And yeah, okay, he gets revealed, but even then, okay, he has to suffer death, but other than that, there didn't really seem to be much point to it. Like, and I can't really feel sorry for him, knowing that he's the cause of this all. Like, why would you want to change it to that? These are not changes that make sense. That's the worst thing an adaptation can do. Make changes without any good reason. And you know what? I could go on and on longer and longer about this movie sucks, but I think I've done my fair share. The cast is wasted here and there, the story is tripe, the music is practically non-existent. It's a movie that's fun only for riffing on, and even still, bring friends, because if you do this alone, you're probably gonna be bored before you get to the juicy stuff. And that's all I have to say. Tio, take us away.
Yeah, I'm more sad about the fact that a lot of talented people were involved with this, like Neil Gaiman and Zemeckis himself, not to mention also the actors involved. So it's also aggravating to me, because knowing the original poem, the fact that Hollywood decided that it wasn't American enough, apparently, because these are clear symptoms to me of America wanting to impress themselves over another country's culture yet again. Thanks for Anastasia, by the way.
Which is weird, because normally whenever people think that they want to go American, normally they think that they have to shoehorn in a happy ending as opposed to a bad ending like this one.
It's clear to me, Jova, that the responsible wanted to do, as Pedro told, like a Shakespeare novel, and then had to compress and mold the plot in a weird way. Sorry, but for the rest of it, it's just as you guys say. This is the movie that, even as a story on its own, just doesn't make any sense, and you don't really care about any of the characters. Maybe, just maybe, Brendan Gleeson one, but he has such a minimal role.
And even yet, by the end, he's gonna do the same thing the past two kings did, apparently.
Yeah, also, great message, guys. No matter what you do, history is gonna repeat itself. Thanks. I get already that on the History Channel. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
The only major difference compared to the other opinions is that, due to my relatively low standards for CGI, I wasn't that much horrified or disgusted by it. I'm sure Grendel could have been done a bit better, but when it comes to the rest of it, I tend to wait before actually seeing uncanny valley stuff that you guys also see. So, what can I do? But yeah, that's pretty much it. Movie sucks. Next, so see you for when we'll actually see whatever the fuck the Ubisoft tie-in game was about of this.
Wait. Ubisoft made a tie-in game to this?
You don't know, Jova?
No, I did not know. So we have a match made in hell.
I also want to say, well, one other thing. Don't let this discourage you from the tale itself.
Oh, no.
Of Beowulf. No. For example, if any kind of other, like a Netflix TV series, will try to make another adaptation to it, give it a chance, because I think there is potential for it.
I'll admit, this has actually encouraged me to actually look into the original poem.
Alright, then see you for either the game or whenever another adaptation comes up. See ya.
Yeah. See ya.